I'll make this brief because this video is going out on the eve of the festival and all the chaps will be busy wrapping presents or possibly even buying them. Oh, and according to YouTube analytics, there's a lot of chaps watching, but not so many women. I don't know why that would be. Now, it's a bit of a compromise. I'd wanted to do a ghost story, a Mr. James, an M.R. James ghost story for Christmas, but I couldn't find anybody to play the part of the no digging here man. So I've had to settle for a cadaver for Christmas. Welcome to beautiful stbees on the Cumbrian coast, and we're here today to look at the strange tale of stbeesman. And I still don't know why it is obligatory to do that. To unpick this, we need to head up into the village to the Norman Priory of St. Bega, who allegedly arrived here from Ireland in 850 AD. And it was here, back in 1981, that some trainee experts made a significant but gruesome discovery. Perfect for Christmas. And why is it that we do like to be scared at Christmas? Is it because Noel Edmonds no longer goes to visit children in hospital? And there are all sorts of interesting fragments here at what is now the Priory Church, indicating that there was once a significant Benedictine establishment here. You can see the remains of once magnificent windows that ran off over that way. So in this ruined chancel here, back in 1981, they found the almost perfectly preserved body of a medieval knight. Wrapped in resin-soaked linen, the body was subject to a forensic autopsy by the excellently named Dr. Eddie Tapp. And Dr. Eddie Tapp was an expert in examining Egyptian mummies. I'll stop doing that now, shall I? Marked out on the ground here, you could see where the vault was, where our medieval knight was found. This was an over 600-year-old body with almost perfectly preserved organs. Are you ready for this? It's gonna get gruesome. The body had pinkish skin in part, and when they cut into it, it was as though they were cutting into the body of somebody who had died yesterday, not over 600 years previously. There were irises, nails, they found blood in the chest cavity, heart, liver, kidney, all preserved. There was a punctured lung indicating his violent demise. I hope you haven't just eaten your Christmas pudding or indeed drunk too much sherry. Are you ready for our most gruesome, some sort of overlay to date? There it is. Oh, dear God. Well, that was awful, wasn't it? Oh, there it is again. Oh, Lord. Happy Christmas. Back in 1981, the question was, who was this? It was a grand vault. Who was this person here? This sprightly stiff, if you like. Back at that time, they had two options, a Robert Harrington or an Anthony de Lucy. There was a female skeleton in the adjacent vault to our sprightly cadaver. And back in 1981, they couldn't work out who it was. They dated that skeleton to be in her 30s. So they ruled out Sir Anthony de Lucy's wife, who remarried, moved to London and lived to her 70s. The other option was that it could have been Sir Anthony de Lucy's sister, Maud, but she died at the age of 55. So that didn't fit with this idea of the skeleton being in her 30s. Roll forward to the space age 2000s and a new technique called isotopic analysis, sounds pretty serious, doesn't it, enabled them to date the lady's skeleton to be in her 50s. So suddenly it now looked like this skeleton was actually Maud, confirming that our cadaver was Sir Anthony de Lucy. And then there was something else in here that gave further credence to this argument that it was Maud. I've remembered this time after the roasting I got the other week. So what they've had in the church here was Maud's heraldic symbol. Now, unfortunately, we can't get access to this heraldic crest because it's up there in the tower, I think. What happened was that Maud inherited Anthony de Lucy's estate. She then married Percy from Almanac, and she insisted on a fusion of the two heraldic crests. So you had the three pikes, there might be an overlay up at the moment, the three pikes of the de Lucy family with the lion of the Percy family. And this fragment that has existed in the fabric of the church here for centuries is suspected to have come from the side of that vault. In this cabinet, we have some of the goodies from the vault, including the actual linen shroud, and then there's the cord that it was tied up with, and the mysterious lock of hair that was found round Sir Anthony's neck. Inevitably, there are some problems with this idea that the stbeesman cadaver was Sir Anthony de Lucy. First of all, there are no records showing that his body was returned from Prussia, where he was killed on the Teutonic Crusade. And certainly his bodies were all buried out there in what is today modern-day Lithuania. Secondly, they have been unable to forensically link that linen shroud to Prussia. And thirdly, there was a mysterious sort of lump of lady's hair around his neck. But in all probability, the stbeesman is probably Sir Anthony de Lucy. And his discovery all those years ago now, in 1981, gave some experts the chance to cut up, dissect, probe, look into and examine the body of a medieval knight. And they just love that sort of thing, don't they? I am absolutely exhausted, and it's now time for me to head on back home to enjoy a nice bottle of Gevrey Chambertin, courtesy of Tweedy Outdoors. So it just leaves me to wish you all a happy holidays, a happy Vlogmas, a happy Wokemas, a happy festive season, a happy winter festival, a happy Christmas, whatever it is you're doing this year. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week for the final video of 2023. Don't know why I did that.